And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to race number 21 of Season 5 here of the NNSCRA Mobil 1 Cup Series. We are here at Kansas Speedway for 27 laps. Joseph Bryant on the pole for today's event. Joseph Bryant, actually a driver that not many people have been looking at during the course of the season, but all of a sudden he's starting to make his bid for a possible spot in the chase. He comes in 7th in the point standings and has a great qualifying run to put himself on the inside of the front row for today's event. Then alongside of him is going to be Justin Williams in the 5. He's 38th in points, so a different story here. He definitely needs a good run today if he's going to try in any way to have a mathematical shot of making the chase. Nicole Williams lines up there in row number 2. She's coming fresh off her first career NNSCRA victory at Richmond. She's looking to follow it up, go maybe back-to-back with both Richmond and Kansas. We'll see if she can with a great qualifying spot in 3rd, as well as coming in 2nd in rookie points and 4th in overall points. So another great starting position for her. And alongside of her, James Silverfox, who comes into this race 12th in the point standings, a 3-time winner last season, winless so far this season, looking to possibly make the chase for the 2nd straight year. His first task today, though, is going to try to get into the top 10 in points, as well as try and check off of his checklist as well, getting a victory here in Season 5. We're getting ready to have these cars roll off. Today we're running the Father's Day 300, so I want to wish every father out there a very happy Father's Day. And here comes your starting grid for today's event. Cars are going to roll off. We aren't really going to have that much of a points battle today. Waidos Votas was again able to open up his points lead last week, so he comes in right now with a 28-point advantage over Tryfon Reed and Kyle Sosnowski. We'll see, though, what might take place here during the course of this event, as here is your starting grid. Getting ready to go under the green flag. As I said, a 27-lap event. We got 2 Chevrolet Camaros sitting on the front row for the start of this race. Here we go. Getting ready to go under green. Keep in mind, Trent Dunham, our Truck Series winner, he's back in that black Sega Chevrolet, looking for his 3rd win of the season. We'll see if he can maybe go 2 for 2 here at Kansas in his return to the NNSCRA. As here we go. Kansas, 27 laps of racing, 42 cars, and the green flag is waving. So it didn't take them long in the Truck Series race to bring out a caution. We'll see what the case will be today as Ralph Mason shoots the gap between both Jake Baskinger and Jake Smith. But Jake Baskinger rather. Wrong Jake. Going to go up the inside. He'll move to 3rd. Galligan now going to take 4th as Justin Williams is losing positions in a hurry, slipping way back, and we've got a wreck happen already in turn 3. Joseph Bryant, Nicole Williams are going to race it down to the line. Bryant will have the advantage by about a car length and a half, and the yellow is out for the first time here today at Kansas. That didn't take long at all. Harui Tashimi's gotten a piece of it. Oh man, James Qualls, Adam Chambers, Jake Rogers, they're all involved in this. Jeffrey Finguy, Drew Austin, more drivers on pit road, including Mark Thomas, Eric Burton, Luke Walker, Wolfgang Mason. Zach Buchanan's involved. Chris Kyle. This was a lot of drivers. Tryfon Reed, 2nd in points. He is involved in this. There's Sosnowski just up ahead. I think he may have gotten through whatever this incident was. Looking further up there was the points leader, Waidos Votas. He got through it. And by the tally I have here in front of me, it looks like a total of at least 12 drivers were involved in this incident. Question is, though, where did it start and just exactly Who did it start with? We'll find out in a minute. Joseph Bryant leads us under our first caution of the day here at Kansas. Well, here's a look at how this started. Looks like it's going to start right in the middle of the back straightaway. Contact there between the 70 of James Qualls and the 29 of Eric Burton. It's going to somehow shoot the 70 down into the grass area. Meanwhile, further back there, you see John McNamara make some contact with the 44 of Drew Austin. But then watch here. Eric Burton's going to come up here on that extreme inside line into a 4-wide situation with Mark Thomas, Luke Martin, and Tryphon Reed. That's not going to work at all, and there we go. They're going to go up into each other. James Qualls, I think you're going to see him in just a moment come up the racetrack. He's going to collect a few more drivers in yet a second pile-up as Luke Martin's car goes up and into the catch fence. My goodness, and there you see Qualls comes up. He collects Dylan Young, Finguy, Dunham was in that, Tashimi, Chambers, Austin, as Luke Martin still sits caught in the catch fence there. There's Reed. Here comes Jake Rogers. He carried way too much momentum to be able to avoid Jeffrey Finguy. There's Chris Kyle in the mix there. Eric Burton as well. And there's Mark Thomas. That's a tough break for quite a few drivers who actually were running really, really well in points. Namely, Tryphon Reed second in points. Also Mark Thomas sixth in the points stands. And Eric Burton ninth in points. So we'll take a look at go head back now to Green Flag Racing. Quite a few drivers involved in the first caution of the day. Getting ready to go back under the green flag. It'll be on lap 6 of 27. I apologize if I kind of hurried up that replay there. I ended up having an interruption, but we're ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Joseph Bryant out in front over Nicole Williams and Jake Baskinger. Drivers out as a result of this first wreck, and there are quite a few of them too, are Chris Kyle, also Jeffrey Finguy, James Qualls, Adam Chambers, Jake Rogers, Mark Thomas, Eric Burton, Wolfgang Mason, Luke Martin. After his car had to actually be taken off of the catch fence, it actually stayed up there in the catch fence. He will retire in 41st, and a tough break for Trent Dunham, who won the Truck Series event here. His return to the Mobil1 Cup Series not going to be quite what he planned. Dead last is where the Sega Chevrolet is going to finish today's race, and that's just only after one lap of green flag racing and our first caution of the day. Joseph Bryant, I said, was the leader. I gave you your top three. Let's go further back. Fourth place could be Sean Galligan. Fifth, James Silverfox. Then it's Justin Williams, Austin Ogo, Ralph Mason, Jordan Davis, Felix Graves, and James McLeod. That is going to be the top 10. Pace car peels off, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. There are going to be a total of 22 laps to go when we get the green flag, and there it is, back out here at Kansas. Wow, Bryant got himself a nice jump there. Opened about 2, now 3 car lengths over himself and Nicole Williams. That actually is going to open up the battle for second place between Williams and Baskinger. Let's jump back to that. The 40 is under fire from the 25. Baskinger actually finished really well last week in the Mobil1 Cup Series race at Richmond. And here he comes, looking down to the bottom for the second position. Here comes Sean Galligan, having thoughts maybe about 3 wide. And he just got a shove in the back from Justin Williams, who got a whale of a run. And oh my, they're going to go 3 wide. I thought Galligan was going to go up into Nicole Williams, but luckily was able to keep it together. Here comes the teammate to that Jake Baskinger machine. Both those drivers out of Junior Motorsports. And a nice run right there for Justin Williams, a well-needed run as Baskinger starts to look to run down the Racing with Jesus Chevrolet for Faith Motorsports of Joseph Bryant. Let's see if he can do that. We are still clean and green flag racing. Actually getting a little bit of a green flag run going on here, which is actually nice as Justin Williams starts to close it up, make it maybe a 3-man fight for the lead. Then it's quite a gap back to Austin Ogo, who just took away 4th place from Sean Galligan. Coming down to lap number 9 now. It's Bryant, Baskinger, Williams. That's the top 3. Then it's Austin Ogo, and Jordan Davis has now moved his way up into the top 5 there in the 28. Let's jump further back here. Nicole Williams has now slipped back to 6th with Galligan 7th. James McLeod's now up to 8th, and here's a good battle just inside the top 10 between Dylan Poteet, Felix Graves, Ralph Mason, and the points leader, Wido Savotas, now up and in the thick of it. See where he crosses the stripe. I think he's going to be somewhere around the 11th position when he crosses. And looks like that is the case. So he is steadily moving his way back up to the front once again. Waders Zavotas came in, I said, with a 28-point advantage over Tryfon Reed and Kyle Sosnowski. Now, Tryfon Reed, I know, got a piece of that wreck back there. Let's see if Sosnowski, though, three-time winner this season, if he's made any progress up to the front. Here he is, just behind Charles Jackson, back right now in the 22nd position. And he's trying to go to the high side of Jackson for that spot as they're racing hard up ahead of him. Dylan Poteet has now slipped way back here. There's James King, also a few rookies there, and Lily Erickson, the 30. I saw Rohit Vidarvu up ahead there, John McNamara, Barney Ward. So Charles Jackson looks like he's trying to work his way up to the front here as he's been able to bypass a few cars for position. Charles Jackson is 5th in the point standings. There's Barney Ward up ahead of him, 10th in points. How about Sean Henley, 11th in points? He's been putting on a pretty good show in the last few weeks. He's worked his way now up all by himself in the 13th position, is up ahead of him. There's quite a hornet's nest here going on. Ralph Mason, Justin Williams, Waders Zavotas, and did we have a battle for the lead soon? We did have a battle for the lead, and I missed it. Jake Baskinger has taken the lead from Joseph Bryant, and we are nearing halfway. When they hit the back straightaway, we'll be halfway in this event. Baskinger is the new leader of this race, and only his 3rd start since his return back to the Mobil1 Cup Series. He is now out in front trying to win here at Kansas. So Bryant slipped back to 2nd. Davis has now moved up to 3rd. Nicole Williams is in 4th, and Sean Galligan now completes the top 5. And look who is coming up into the top 10 now. 9th place for the 9 of Waders Zavotas. Right now, this is exactly what he needs to do to get the right kind of momentum heading into the chase. You can't say that Waders Zavotas is locked into the chase. By no stretch of the imagination is that still mathematically possible, but right now, he is certainly making a case for himself to make it into the chase for the championship, and apparently he's saying to these guys, if you're going to beat me, I'm going to bring my A game. You better bring something better. Move up here a little bit further as we got a good battle going on here for 3rd place. Nicole Williams has now caught Jordan Davis, looking for that position, as Ogo goes underneath Galligan. That's for a spot inside the top 5. Meanwhile, up ahead, Joseph Bryant seems to be closing in on Jake Baskinger. We may have those two battle for the lead once again. Jake Baskinger, he's not a rookie, folks. Don't forget, I believe it was Season 3. He drove the number 71 Ford Mustang. I don't believe he won any races in that ride, but he does have Mobil1 Cup Series experience, but so too does Joseph Bryant, who is now right up on the back bumper, knocking on the door. He wants the lead back here at Kansas as they are 1-2 crossing the stripe, bumper to bumper. And here comes Bryant, takes and makes the move to the inside here in turn number 1. Baskinger just got to hold his line, get back in line behind the 89. Looks like Joseph Bryant will clear him off of turn number 2. Baskinger, I thought maybe he might have thoughts about the crossover move. Looks like he decided not to do that just yet, but he better have thoughts about battling back for the lead pretty soon because he's got a freight train coming up in his rearview mirror. Nicole Williams is back there. Jordan Davis and Austin Ogo, they're starting to close up ground here in 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Baskinger looking low. Contact between himself and Joseph Bryant as they keep it together off turn 2. A little bit of a bump and run there, and Baskinger was not able to capitalize. Here comes Nicole Williams looking for 2nd place now. That was not what Baskinger was hoping for. He had to be the one to bail out of the throttle, and he's going to lose spots as a result of it. That allows Joseph Bryant to open up a little bit of gap between himself and now 2nd place driver Nicole Williams, who is trying to ride the wave of momentum and pick up her 2nd straight Mobil1 Cup Series victory. Meanwhile, behind her, Jordan Davis, 8th in points, still looking for his first Mobil1 Cup Series win. He's right there. Same deal for Ogo. He now moves to 4th as Baskinger is steadily losing positions, and he's about to lose 5th place now to Ralph Mason. Wolfgang Mason, we know, is already out of this race, but the Masons always seem to get up here. If they're running at the end, they're up here at the front at the end in the last few weeks. And Ralph Mason continuing that on as he now has moved inside the top 5 in the running order. And now the battle on for 6th. It's a 3-way battle, almost a 5-way battle now, as Silver Fox and Justin Williams start to join here with Baskinger, Avotas, and Sean Galligan. Coming down to the stripe, we've got 7 laps to go. Still have remained caution-free ever since our first caution and only caution so far today. Hopefully I haven't just jinxed us, as Bryant is about to get a close-in from Nicole Williams and Jordan Davis. They are coming here. We're going to have a 3-man fight for the lead here in mere moments. Austin Ogo, Ralph Mason also starting to close in, wanting to make it a 5-man fight here. Out of turn 4, single file between the top 5. Bryant, Williams, then it's Jordan Davis, rookie Austin Ogo, and then Ralph Mason. It looks like Sean Galligan's trying to catch up here in 6th place, maybe make it a 6-man fight. And oh no, we're slowing down. The caution must be out here with 5 laps to go. That is indeed the case, and this caution is going to come out for James McLeod in the 10. What a tough break for the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. Came in 17th in points. Was up at the front inside the top 10 for quite a bit of this race and gets involved here in a caution with 6 laps to go. I said 5, but I was mistaken. It was with 6 laps to go. We may get back to green. We'll find out in a moment, but we're going to step aside for a replay. Our second caution of the day coming out for James McLeod. Well, I think this was somewhere near the back of the lead pack, if I'm not mistaken. Just outside the top 20, and it was James King that starts it. Turns Riley Ogle right up into Danny Wells, Dylan Poteet, and James McLeod. A little rookie mistake there by James King. And that cost quite a few drivers right there. Danny Wells, who ended up winning back at Pocono, and Riley Ogle there, as well as James McLeod and Dylan Poteet. That's a tough break for those drivers right there. And boy, James King, that's a mistake you don't normally see even rookies make here. I think he gave Riley Ogle a shove in the right front heading into the turn. I don't know what was the case there, but it had some pretty drastic results. It's a tough break there for quite a few big names getting involved in an incident this late in this race. Getting ready to cap off the Father's Day 300 with a green-white checkered finish. It'll be green flag, then white flag, then the checker flag. If the caution comes out at any point during this green-white checkered segment, the race will be over. The cars will race it to the line. First to the line will be declared the winner under the yellow flag. These are the participants that basically have a chance to still win today's event. Joseph Bryant, Nicole Williams, Jordan Davis, Austin Ogo, Ralph Mason, that's the top 5. Then you got Wyatt Savotas 6th, 7th Sean Galligan, James Silverfox 8th, Jake Baskinger, who along with Joseph Bryant have been the 2 dominant cars of the day, he's still in this, and Justin Williams, who started on the front row. He's in 10th, he's still got a chance. How about Leia Walker up here in 11th, 12th Rohit Vidarbu, Barney Ward 13th, 14th John McNamara, and 15th is Kyle Sosnowski. We're going to go back to the top 20 because stranger things have happened. Jacob Lawler 16th, Sean Henley 17th, 18th Felix Graves, 19th Riley Ogle, and 20th is Cole Daly. Here we go, getting ready to go under the green flag, a green-white checker, a 2-lap shootout to decide today's race. Drivers out after that latest incident that took place are Danny Wells and James McLeod. Tough break for those 2 drivers. As here we go, green flag comes back out here. A green-white checker to decide this race. Can Joseph Bryant hold him off for 2 more laps? Or can Nicole Williams bypass Bryant for her 2nd straight Mobil1 Cup Series win? Or can Jordan Davis bypass them both and pick up his first career Mobil1 Cup Series victory? We're going to find out here as they head on the back straightaway, and the yellow flag is out! Yellow comes out immediately on the back straightaway. This race is over at the stripe. Joseph Bryant by half a car length. No challenge. Joseph Bryant's going to win the Father's Day 300 at Kansas, and it appears there was a spin on the front straightaway. I thought maybe we were gonna be able to race it green to the checkered flag, but apparently that's not the case. There's black smoke on the back straightaway. Someone has blown up. And it is Dylan Poteet in the 22. Dylan Poteet and that Penske Racing Ford Mustang going to end this race under the caution flag. Apparently, something happened to him on the front straightaway. And a tough break for the Discount Tires Ford. Poteet, who had moved his way up to 24th in points after starting off the season dismally, but here we come as the white flag had been displayed. Joseph Bryant's going to come down. Checker flag waves over the hood of the Racing with Jesus Chevy Camaro. Joseph Bryant wins the Father's Day 300 at Kansas Speedway. What a great win for him. He and Jake Baskinger, undoubtedly the two dominant cars of the day. You probably could have thrown Nicole Williams in there as well. But Joseph Bryant, the pole sitter, he lost the lead once, got it back, kept it till the end, and he picks up his first win of the season. What a great win there for that 89 team. And Joseph Bryant, who came in 7th in points, this is definitely going to help him. As I said, he may be making a bid for a chase spot in the Mobil1 Cup Series. As always, we show you your top 10 finishing results. Nicole Williams, what a great follow-up finish after her win last week with a runner-up position here today. Jordan Davis going to get 3rd place. Great run for him. That should keep him inside the top 10 in points. Austin Ogo, a very nice run for him in 4th. He comes in 16th in points. This is going to help him in maybe a bid to get inside the top 10 today. Ralph Mason, very nice run for him in 5th. Sean Galligan, another driver who comes in running well in points. 13th in points, he comes in. He gets 6th today. He may be inside the top 10. James Silverfox, 12th in points. He gets 7th place today. The points leader, and obviously still the points leader leaving today, Jairo Savotas, he gets a top 10 in 8th. Jake Baskinger, very nice run for him in 9th. That, I believe, is his 2nd straight top 10 finish. And then you got Justin Williams, who's going to round out the top 10. A nice top 10 finish for him and that 5 team. So this race is over here at Kansas. Race 21 of the Mobil1 Cup Series, Season 5 is in the books. Joseph Bryant is the winner. I don't know if we're going to have that much of a shakeup in the points, because it seems like a lot of drivers who were running well in points did well here today, but there may be 1 or 2 names who didn't do so well today that could fall outside of the top 10 in points, namely Eric Burton and Mark Thomas. We'll have to see if that will come to fruition. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become a part of the crew today. And hey, it's Father's Day. Be sure to give your father a great big hug. You think that you're too cool or too old to do that? Hey, be young while you can, or else you're going to get really old like me. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this race. See you guys next time. It comes your official finisher results, your overall points, and your rookie points heading into next week when we take a right-hand turn to Watkins Glen. It's going to be our next road course stop. Hope you'll tune in for that. We got a Snickers Cup Series event coming here at Kansas as well. Be sure to tune in for that. As you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. Happy Father's Day!